deep thought? Well, that way when my wife calls and asks, where's Ken? She can say,
he's in deep thought.
Exactly.
He's in deep thought.
Exactly.
righty. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve, voice check.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're running about a 15-second delay, so it will. Oh, I have nothing against Seagrams, but then I'll drink anything. Gojira, Godzilla, 5 seconds in. So there, that's out of the way. Let me just make sure. Voice check.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, looks like we're good. All right, well, guys, welcome to another Scintillating Max's Models live stream number 217. Now, we are doing some stuff here. So, Ken's not with us. He's at a pinball convention in Orlando. So, oh well, such is life. Yeah, this will figure prominently in his annual review. So we got a whole bunch of things to go over. One of which is several people had asked if I would do another live build. So I have a table set up beside me with the Atlantis, former Aurora, Japanese medium tank, the Chiha, the Type 97, and it's in 1/48 scale, so it's kind of small. So we will get to that at some point this evening. But there were a few little things I thought I would cover first. Steve, you're going to get stuck monitoring the comments because
Yep.
Anyway, first off, I found out what that mystery can in front of the anti-torque pedals on the CH-54 Tarhe was, and they are a cooling fan. I was like, oh, maybe it's a hydraulic pump reservoir or a pedal boost or something like that, and it came up with all these different things. Turns out it's just a cooling fan, which every helicopter with a greenhouse cockpit needs, but most of them, the cockpit's too small. Apparently, so of course, his attitude was, we got this gigantic helicopter, we can afford to keep the guys cool. So, mystery solved, and there went a couple hours of my life. I was actually trying to contact one of the museums, the curators, to find out what it was when I stumbled across a photo that actually showed it clearly. And, okay, did not see that one coming. So, also another thing I want to ask about was, I'm not a video gamer, but apparently there's some popularity. I don't know how long this kit's been out, but this is something called a Tesla Trooper from the Red Alert 2 game. I didn't know if any of you guys are familiar with it, but when I was doing some research, I stumbled onto several. It's by Border Models. And I was like, okay, that's kind of looks like something out of Doctor Who. And what was it, the Jadoon, I think, had helmets like that. But I was like, that's very 50s retro sci-fi, very Fallout. Fallout, that's what it reminds me of. And but I didn't know if any of you guys out there were into that stuff or familiar with it. But apparently it goes together like a Gundam, I think. So I was like, Tesla Trooper. I told you Elon had a secret army. So anyway, enough of that. So also, I figure what we would talk about tonight, starting off with, is when your models fight back. And you guys know,
just hand it over to Trey.
Hey Trey, I got a gift for you. And you guys know I recently did the C-57D. Now, I'm going to mention two model builders if you are interested in this kind of stuff. One, I mentioned earlier, was Landon Montgomery, who did a really great build on this, very elaborate. He made a lot of changes to it to get it to fit. He had the same problems with the seating that I did. They weren't as bad, but they were bad enough. But there's another one called Models by Chris. He's out in Phoenix, I believe. And he's actually a professional model builder. He does these things on contracts for people. This is the guy that wires a fiber optic to every light on every computer, including that cluster of computers on top of the cockpit. He makes the war dial work, all that stuff. And so he did a 14-part build video. And the level, he's very slow and methodical and clear, and he's good photography, clearly a professional. But That got me wondering about, but when he did his, he put magnets on his, but when he did it, he got his to drop into place without any argument. Maybe he had to do some fitting, but he didn't mention it. And I've come to the conclusion that I think what some people had suggested, especially because Landon had to remove the top piece and make his own out of thin plastic, and that I think you guys are right. I had everything in place and everything fit, but I thought the problem was with the mounts butting against each other, so I removed them all. And I think you're right. I probably should have gone in and filed off some of the superstructure in the top. And to give you an idea how off the chains models by Chris is, it's Chris Oslo, I believe is his name. He actually traced out the side bulkheads, and what he did was he traced them, cut out, and he made hollow bulkheads so he could put LED strips in there so that those little edges would light up on the bulkhead ends. On the Jupiter 2 they lit up.
Eric says maybe, Max, his fit because he didn't drop it several times.
I didn't drop that one. I dropped just about everything else, but if you notice, between every other animated suspension tube, there's a bulkhead with a white stripe, and they go all the way around the saucer, and of course the top goes on them. But he actually took them and traced them out and made hollow replicas. At first he drilled one out, but it was just too much work because they basically butt each other. So he found it much easier to make blanks that were hollow. And I mean, his is, you got to go watch. If you want to just see the reveal, go to 14, but 13 is a good one also because it shows a lot more of the interior. But I'm sure he charges thousands of dollars to do one for somebody. I mean, he fixes all the lighting, gets everything just right, screen correct. It was mind-blowingly impressive. Tons of fiber optic. He got it all to fit. And he uses little circuit boards to time them. And I've been doing a little research on these. You got the Adafruit Pro Trinket, the Arduino. And if you want something really powerful, do a lot of stuff, you can get a Raspberry Pi. Ken uses that for a lot of stuff. You have to code these things with Python's a recommended language. But I might get into this at some point, especially since I got Ken to help me with the coding. Of course, there's a gazillion tutorials with cut and paste instructions. But if you're
Eric says you should try to get him on the show.
I
Reached out.
I reached out to him. I haven't heard anything back. I reached out to him twice. I told him we'd be talking about him tonight. I mean, my guess is the guy's just too busy, but I did reach out to him, and it would be interesting. Go watch his videos. You will appreciate them. But I've always kind of felt, avoided lighting because of all the extra grief it causes, but we've all seen what lighted kits look like, what they can do. Normally I would say that's just too much work for too little reward, but then I built a couple of lighted kits. I like the way they look. And of course, I've got the Jupiter 2 here over my shoulder going, and I just look through the windshield every once in a while. It's very, gives you that happy, refreshing feeling. And if by some miracle I should come across another one of these with all the widgets and everything like this last one was, there were so many tips I picked up from that I'm like, but I would definitely make sure the very first thing I would do is install the magnets and make sure the two pieces fit before anything goes in it. So that way I know no matter what I do, this will fit, so I need to grind it down. Because I've watched about 6 or 7 different builders who built this thing, and tonight's subject is fighting and lighting your kits, which is obviously inspired by my Jupiter 2 experience. And I'd probably also get the figures, which are about 30 or 40 bucks. They're extra. That's the family, Dr. Smith, the robot, and Bloop. Bloop? Was that the name of their little pet? Bloop? The little monkey with the big ears? Bloop, bleep.
It was Judy.
No. The pet, not the... Anyway, so time to light an ocean lighter. Actually, I think isn't Keeler?
He's doing that.
Yeah, because I know that I think Bruce, Mystic Model Ships, is planning to light his Titanic, and he was asking me ways to do it, and I'm like, well, paint the inside black, then paint it white, hang some lights in there, make sure the holes are drilled out. The more lights you use, the one of the things, one of the first kits I lighted was my USS Enterprise. I was just playing with it the other day to see if any of the lights are still good. They weren't, so I just cut the wires off, and it's just I found it would be easier to build an entirely new Enterprise than to try and fix what's in this one, because I had to break all this stuff off.
It was the name of the pet was Debbie the Bloop.
Debbie the Bloop. Okay. I just always knew her as the Bloop or Bloop. And you got to give the makers of the show credit. That the black and white season, first part, it was really, I mean, with the real jetpack and the special effects, it was impressive.
No, the first season was great. It's after that when they went to, crazy carrot people and
that's when they knew the show was pretty much over. I don't know what Irwin was thinking.
What were they up against at the same time?
Well, it might have been up against Star Trek. I don't know, but one of the things that made the big difference is that Irwin Allen, as you've mentioned before,
in space up against in the second season.
Yeah, because that once Star Trek stayed serious, but once Allen learned that it was mostly kids watching, that's what he aimed the show at, and that's when it got really dumbed down. It became the Will and Dr. Smith and Robot show. It's the way it goes. Both of them, I think, didn't they both last 3 seasons?
Yes.
Yeah. So, being lit when you build a kit doesn't count. Okay. So now here's a question for you. After last time, I've been restricted to one cocktail. So, do I drink it in celebration of finishing this little tank, or do I drink it before and see what happens? That's a very sharp X-Acto knife. I've got the Kate Beckinsale, Underworld X-Acto knife here. But the fighting...
It says it was against Batman and the Man from U.N.C.L.E.
So it was fighting a campy show and a not campy show. That's kind of a tough one to... I don't know. Anyway, maybe he was just thinking more about toys, because, my God, they sold a ton of toys.
So they did.
But, so the fight, but when you're fighting your kit, one of the mistakes I made on this thing, which is why I had to resort to so many tries to get the seal up, was, like I say, some of the Blue Troopers right. I should have just started filing stuff down, but I had so many electronics in there that I was afraid if I go grinding, I was thinking, I'm going to start breaking stuff. It's virtually guaranteed to happen. And but one thing I did do after watching his video, since that nuclear engine fusion reactor motor, the cover that gives you 2 covers, one's with the vanes extended and one's with them retracted, it snaps into place. So I was able to pull it off, and you might notice that the lights on it are not excessively bright on the bottom, because I was able to put a diffuser in there, and that helped tamp down. Because when you watch a show, the engine isn't really that bright when it goes by. A lot of these models are way overlit. Another thing is, on top, the little dual Mickey Mouse radar dish, there's actually only just a couple little strobes up there, not all the lights they have flashing. The reason they go around a circle the way they do is because I think the lights went in a circle with the little radar dishes, so it, so what they're doing is they're mimicking it with multiple bulbs on this. But of course, I replaced the 9-volt with 6 AA's.
Well, rule 1 is, when you're got a kit that's fighting you really bad, you put it down and walk away.
That's one. And another thing is, if you're pushing and it's not fitting, stop pushing. Start. What I hate is when you get the kit and you think you put some chalk or something on it or a little paint and you fit the piece to see where it's rubbing, and you grind and move that part, and it still doesn't fit, and it turns out you got the wrong thing.
When you push too hard, the next sound you hear is snap.
Mm-hmm. Been there, done that. Probably done more prop shafts and automobile axles that way than any other single thing. But there's another thing that I should bring up that, and you can, I'm sorry, I was thinking about three things at once and I couldn't latch on to one of them. Since I'm working on that Sky Crane, that big 1/35 scale Tacoma kit, and I want to do a nice job on it, so I watched a very, very lengthy build video on it, and even though it's a good kit, the guy who was doing it showed that there are several major components that don't fit that did have to be ground down to slide into place. If you can find a build video, if you buy yourself an expensive kit and someone's done a build video, it's always worth sitting through it. Get a coffee or Coke and just sit through it, because they've done the test flight for you, learn from what they found. And I'm one of the worst about pre-fitting. I basically forget to do it. I get the parts, get everything sanded down, and I start putting them together. And wait a minute, shouldn't I pre-fit this first? It just slips my mind. You get that go fever going, and so that CH-54. I mean, I remember the first time I saw a Sky Crane in real life. My buddy Bill Hall and I were driving up to Enterprise, Alabama, and the sun was set, it was getting dark, and a Sky Crane flew over the lug because we were near Fort Rucker. And it had all kinds of racket, but you could tell by silhouette what it was. You're not going to mistake it for anything else. And oh, that was awesome. And I've always thought it was one of the, I know it looks like a big grasshopper or something. It looks like an insect, which is part of what makes it cool. You could take the Sky Crane, take the rotors off of it, put some rocket motors or anti-gravity pods on it, and park that thing on the set of Star Wars, and it would look like it belonged there. I only did it very, very little bit. I've only got a few pieces put together. But now that I have demystified those mystery cans, I can work, without it being in the back. It's amazing the ridiculous little thing. I'm one of those people who's intensely curious, especially about little minutia, and like, ooh, what's that? And it'll bug me like a hair being out of place. But when you start lighting kits, depending on what you're building, like probably one of the easiest kits on Earth to light is the Invaders ship from Aurora and Mattel, and now Atlantis. Because there's so much void space in there, and there's I think it's the five green lights and the one orange light, and then you can get that little one that goes around on the top. I guess you got to etch out, groove out, but it's I saw one that a guy did, a really nice one at the Nationals, and I was thinking, that is and also you can make the top twist off easily to change batteries, so it can be totally self-contained. So I mean, that is like the perfect kit to start lighting. With one exception, I don't have a watch battery to make this work, but this is an LED lighting kit that comes with the Atlantis lighthouse, and I just keep forgetting to get a watch battery for it. That's all I need, and you just put the battery in, it sticks in there. I don't even know if it has an off-on or not. Yeah, it does. There's an off-on switch, and so like do that first, just to play with one. It comes in a kit. It's like a $20 kit, and it's an easy day build, including painting. And then if you want to go, okay, I want to get into this stuff, I really recommend the Atlantis UFO ship from the Invaders, and that's another one that would be, you'd have to grind out some parts to make room for the lights in it. It's not that big. But the more I start going down this rabbit hole of lighting, you can learn about SMDs and circuit boards and everything else, and start. I bought I bought a decent soldering gun, which has made a lot of difference. But I picked up more new skills from these past few kits. It started with that NX-01 Enterprise that I was given, and then you put the circuit boards in. Now it's like, great, that's what I needed, was one more, one more hobby to make the hobby more complicated. But then you see what some of these people do, and you're in awe. And I think you just want to do one of them just to see if you can do it. And I'll probably start playing with fiber optics and maybe even Arduino or a Trinket here to learn to program it to get them to flash. My attitude is for a lot of the stuff you can just buy flashing LEDs, and that should suit you for most stuff. But if you really want to get into it, but Models by Chris's Jupiter tube, that thing's got a mild fiber optic. It's unbelievable. He's got the lights, the little button lights on the elevator backrest control lit up. He's got the little lights inside the landing wells. He's got all the little door lights, all the panels, all of them. Just running fiber optics all over. That guy runs a fiber optic with as much as you and I thought you and I do to comb in our hair.
Let's see. We have who says you can't teach an old Max new tricks?
I never promised to learn them well. But
it's the effort that counts.
Yeah. But, one thing that came with that is this photo etch computer set. It's like a 1950s Sage set. And I'm thinking that might, since it's a standalone photo etch unit, that might make a good first fiber optic project. So, I see him here. Yeah, it should be. I didn't really want to get into the Tarhe much because the CH-54 because I've only put a few pieces together, but I watched that build video. I mean, you're talking about parts you hold like this, the fuselage comes in these slab sections that go on a frame. It's that big. And it's on par with the Felix stuff, but thank God no rigging. And I've got the version with the mother of all, the daisy cutter hanging off of it. So, and it comes with some mat board to put. So it should be really nice when I'm done. It'll eat up a shelf by itself. What I would recommend if you have 1/35th scaled vehicles of that era, you might just want to dedicate a shelf to the helicopter and just put the vehicles on the display with it because it's going to eat up a lot of shelf space. That's a big rotor. But then again, that any good sized World War II bomber or B-52 is going to do the same thing. It's just amazing. When it comes out of Aurora C-141 that I built recently, when I start running out of shell space, that's one of those models that I may have to drill a hole in the belly. Trey's working on one right now. I may have to drill a hole in the belly and just hang it on the wall. Just how some people park them on the wall. Because I'm not, since I got all this extra shelving and stuff now, I've got some room, some wiggle room on the shelving, but I know that will only last for a certain amount of time. That was really all I had in that regard. If you want, I know a lot of folks want to see me do a live build, Steve. If you want to take over for a minute, I'll start working on this Aurora tank. And I also have the old Revell Panther jet that was in the bag, the old S-kit. And I have this HO or double O, 1/72nd scale Yag Panther from Aurora. It's an Eschi kit. So if somehow I manage to build everything, I get started on that too. And I'm gonna unpin me and pin you so that you can have the bigger screen.
Okay.
Let's see. Remove pin. Okay. You're now the big kahuna.
Uh-oh.
Let me move you. Windows capture. I'll move you up here. Shrink it down just a little bit. The shrink ray! And then I will expand this so people can see what I'm doing here. Alright, so what's going on with the good boys over at Vanis?
Well, they're getting ready to release the Kentucky Long Rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to release the Red Baron kit again in 1/25th scale.
Now you talking about the Snoopy Red Baron?
No, the Tom Daniel Red Baron.
Oh, the car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they're going to have that ready to ship in about another week and a half.
Now you're not talking about. You talking about the Red Baron that's kind of cartooned with the twisted wheels, or the actual original kit?
The actual Red Baron.
Oh, sweet, because I've got the one he gave me up on the shelf, the pre-made one, so I have to get one.
And they're also going to be coming out with Don Perdome's Wendy's Funny Car Trans Am.
Well, wasn't there a little issue with that?
It was an issue because they had initially shown the Pepsi Challenger, which was like a year before style. The difference was the two cars had a different rear wing and different parachute configurations.
And I'm sure anybody building a model like that is well aware of that.
They would know. So there was a little bit of confusion with the plugs in the mold. What they had was they had the ones to do the Wendy's car and not the Pepsi Challenger car. So they switched gears and they're producing the Wendy's car that they're going to be shipping also at the same time that they're going to be shipping the Red Baron. The Flintlock will be probably in about 3 weeks. They're running the molds now, and they got some test shots, so they've got the packaging done, and they'll be manufacturing that.
Now that's a full-size 1-to-1, right?
Certainly is.
It's got to be a massive mold.
It's 3 molds. It's one mold for the plaque that it sits on the wall on, because you can put the plaque on the wall and put the rifle up on it to display it. And then it's 2 molds for the actual gun.
Jeez. Not taking any prisoners with that one.
No, they do have the molds for the pistols. Eventually, I think they will come out with the pistols. I think they wanted to get the rifle first out.
I have to turn on the overhead light for this, but since I'm off screen, there we go. Now I can
There
see
you
it.
go. Now you can see you. So what's everybody got on the bench right now? What are you guys working on?
I'm going to have to put these itty-bitty microscopic hubcaps on this itty-bitty wheel. My God. They have more faith in my eyesight than I do.
It's old Abe Shikes for you. Yes, Lego. They have Revell has shown the Sterling Moss 66 Mustang this year. So I don't know if they're going to release it in the U.S., but they've showed it in Europe. So I don't know if it's going to be here. But while Max gets ready, what kits have you guys done in the last few months that have given you a challenge? I mean,
that you had to fight.
Yeah, I know Trey's been having a love-hate relationship with that XB70 kit, but he seems to have conquered it because it came out really, really nice. Oh, so Kuda Kill is doing the 68 Charger from Christine. Nice. Johan Cadillac Ambulance, very nice. Well, Fran, that's a good question. We're all kind of asking that question also, but that's okay.
What's that?
He's surprised that they believe there's a market for the Kentucky rifle.
I promised I wouldn't comment on that. Especially since I'm being an old infantry guy, I'm the kind of guy that might buy 2 of them to put crossed rifles up on my mantle. But most people, I don't see them. I don't know. We'll see. It is an interesting choice. I need tweezers.
Ray Wyatt's working on the Allison turboprop engine. Interesting kit, Ray. It does all work, but it takes the patience of a saint to get it all together and make it work. 70 Cobra GT, a nice kit. And the El Camino camper. Very nice, Lance.
Okay.
Good question, Scale Model Apprentice. What's on everybody's Christmas list? Any particular kits or tools that you guys are looking for to get as a gift under the tree from Santa?
Well, it says Tammy on the box. It's going to be a good gift.
Ricky, there's a heck of a lot of people out there online that you could find to do 3D printing for you.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot more of the, let's say, call it for lack of a better phrase, professional modelers are really starting to push the, I think 3D is the future, man. I mean, it's getting traction a little quicker than I expected. Or I should say acceptance.
I have a question. Have any of you guys done any MPC kits recently and had any problems with
loaded.
the paint on the bodies? Because I've done 2 recently, and after I scrubbed them clean, primed them, and then painted them, the bodies sucked in the paint like a sponge,
Porous
even though
plastic.
they're primed. And I've had to paint them multiple times to get them relatively decent, and I was wondering if anybody else had that issue. Oh, Super PLZ is hoping for the Red Baron. Oh, Sluggo did a 49 Merc of Stallone's Cobra car. Nice. And Scale Model Apprentice says, yes, he's had that issue with the Toyota Super Kit. Trey, I'm using Tamiya primer. New MPC issues, current MPC stuff, not old stuff. Tamiya 148 scale F4B to complete the stash. Sounds good, Blamer Crazy. The only difference, Rob, would be that they reuse the plastic. So the MPC kits might have had plastic that was recycled, which is the stuff that's left over when the mold comes out of the machine. And maybe the AMT kits didn't, but I've had a lot of problems with them. Revell B24 in the classic box. Pretty good.
You aren't going to believe this.
What's that?
On a 148 scale Japanese tank, there are 3 different sizes of basically lugs for the wheels. So, what did I put on there? That's a 6 that goes on here. I put on a 3. So,
Well, we can't see what you're doing.
these parts are bloody. I mean, here. You can't hardly even read the numbers, they're so tiny.
That's true, Rob. They are made in the same place over in China. And we all know what kind of...
Well, you're implying that the Chinese might be taking, I don't know, throw a shortcut, please.
No, why would we think that?
You know, a little lead paint in children's toys, and you get a bad reputation forever. Okay. Alrighty. So there's the first 2 wheels on there now. Let's see.
We can't see what you're doing.
It's a trick. Okay, wheel number 7 hub number 6, wheel number 7.
Hold on one second.
Where did he go?
Hold on, be back.
All right, I'm looking for wheel number 7. 7? Anybody? 7?
B7.
2, 9, 10, 11. Look, there's the 7s. Boy, the Japanese had an overticked little suspension system on this thing, I'll tell you that.
It's like you're playing bingo.
7. Anybody got a 7?
Jeffrey Richards says he's got an Aurora Ryan X13 Vertijet still in the box.
Oh, that's got to be worth something.
That's a pretty good kit to have.
That is. Okay. Oh, these are the ones for the upper rollers. Okay. So that goes there. Just, whoops. No. Turn it around. Little inner donut has to face the other one. It's got to have the
Super PLZ says Max is going to cut away and then come back with a pre-built kit. They figured out your trick.
I did only because I didn't think of it. Okay, now the hub for that one it says is a number 6. Number 6. Wait a minute. Hold up your horses just a second. There's not enough number 6s to do all of them.
Brian Tate says it's like watching a cooking show.
Oh, there's only 2. Okay, never mind. And, except they did have one ready to go. Oh, talk like Julia Child. How shall we take the lard, the pure lard, and we ram it into it? I watched her one time, I guess on YouTube. She was making a big roast. She literally took this like harpoon, like a gigantic hypodermic, put it into a block of lard, pull it out, stuck it through the meat, pulled it out, and she put 4 of them in there, and they were pure lard going through there, and they were hanging out on the sides, and into the oven it went. And I'm like, my heart's stopping watching this, but you know that thing tasted good.
Now, you want to watch a cooking show, you got to watch Nigella.
No, I liked old Justin Wilson. The Cajun Chef, oh man, they went in good. I learned to make Cajun macaroni and cheese.
The Scale Model Apprentice has got the Mega Hobby Revell Jupiter C kit on the way.
Oh, all right.
The kit with arguably the worst box art that was ever ruined from the best box art.
Now I realize from the angle you guys are seeing this at, because I didn't have time to set up an overhead camera, that it's really hard for you to tell what I'm doing, and for me that is a feature, not a bug. That way when I say something, oh, I couldn't do it because of this, well, you can't argue with me because you couldn't see. All right. Oop, got a little snip that off.
Yes, there's some comments about the Dan Aykroyd as Julia Child parody on SNL.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
When he cut herself
and
bled all over the stage.
Oh, man, that actually, some people are like, dude, I'm getting sick just watching this. Yeah, that was a famous one. The very first Saturday Night Live skit I saw when the show first aired, I'd heard about it, was the one, and I think, of course, they green screened it, but I think it was Dan Aykroyd and Gilda Radner were in butcher's clothes with chainsaws. You come to our restaurant, you kill your own cow, you butcher your own meat. And of course, the Bassomatic.
That's right.
Slices, dices, makes julienne fries, and boy, does it catch fish. The low production value of the show is one of the things that made it so great. Samurai Delicatessen. Samurai Divorce Court. And who can forget Scred and Gorsh?
No,
The Jim Henson Muppets. It's not just for Sesame Street anymore.
I like the Sistrunk brothers.
Cheeseburger,
Two
cheeseburger,
wild
Pepsi,
and
Pepsi.
crazy guys.
Well, we're wild and crazy guys. We throw rocks at the Russian tanks and run away. I was like, okay, I already like these guys. The amazing part about this kit, especially given this Aurora, is that the number 3s and the number 6s look virtually identical. The little hubcaps.
Mhm.
You know, given Aurora's famous reputation for shortcuts, I'm surprised that they were, you know, so meticulous about that. Okay, I just saw a potential mistake. I put the wheels on the wrong bloody place. Okay, they go up here. Gotta be honest, so far everything's fitting great. This is, I know we rag on Aurora, but so far this is being a nice little kit. And 148 scale, no less. You know, 148 scale armored, that's a challenge. Or can be.
Yes, Good to Kill. I remember the show Fridays. It was pretty funny.
Which one?
Fridays. Remember Fridays?
I'm not sure I remember
It was
that.
on ABC. It was on Friday night. It was sort of a competition with SNL. It was pretty funny.
I do remember Second City Television out of Canada. That's where a lot of those guys got their start. Aykroyd, John Candy.
Second City was hilarious.
Man, and the Canadians were not afraid to do some stuff to the Americans, you know. You can't do that! The Canadians were
And
doing
old
good.
Johnny LaRue.
Okay, let's see. The 2 bogies. Oh, you got to build the bogies. Okay. All right, let's build a bogey.
Yes, JM. I remember Andy Kaufman doing that.
Let's see what I do here. Put that on there. That on there, and hubs on both sides. Okay, and the hubs are number 3. Number 3. Japanese tanks are almost worthless in combat, but they have these primitive suspension systems on it, which I think they copied from the British.
You know, I'm surprised they never did any models of the Mackenzie brothers.
Doug and yeah, they should do their van.
Doug and Bob.
Doug and Bob.
They did figures of them, but they never did kits.
The only model I've ever seen of their van was done. A guy had to kit bash because I don't think the exact van they drove there's a kit of. Did a really good job too, but it's a lot of work.
They were hysterical.
I believe that beer will be free.
I think the best skit they ever did was the one where Doug was telling everybody how you get free beer. Is
Yeah.
that you go get a 6-pack and you drain one of the bottles out and you put a mouse
Put a
in
mouse,
it.
that's what I was talking about.
And
When he goes there and he
Yeah.
tells them to pay for the beer, I believe that beer will be free.
Free.
You
Get
two
it,
buttonheads, get out of here. The line that stuck with me for some reason was when they're playing with the polygraph. And he's wrapping the electroshock, and they're wrapping it around his head. And he goes, "If you get your 3,000-mile checkup tune-ups, you wouldn't have to do this."
Yes, Sluggo. I have those figures, by the way. ALS and C says, just remember, liquid glue is your cough medicine.
Nah. I tell you what, just stuck the wrong hubcap on there, so let me fix that real quick. Here we go. Oh crap. As soon as I get, man, these parts are so tiny. I've got this tiny little bit of, not flash, but it's where you're going to trim off the ejection gate. And thought I'd done it. Make sure I don't take my fingertip off doing that. Beauty of a tank. If you see some blemish like that when you're done, just slap some mud on it. Well, that one's going on the inside. You know, it's kind of ironic in a way, and I better not speak too soon, I'm going to jinx myself. I'm having less trouble with this than I did with the one that was supposed to be the easy one that was supposed to snap together.
Because you haven't had the right amount of cough syrup yet.
Now, hold on. We can remedy that. Good stuff, lasts a long time. Yeah, but that's the sad part, Steve. I was stone cold sober with that disaster. I got it right there on the shelf with Godzilla sticking out of the top when we had that little party over at
Hurricane Hobbies.
Hurricane Hobbies.
Excuse me 1 second.
Well, as long as he's going to be doing that, I might as well help you guys out here. Transform, put the screen, there we go. I moved all my most of my building stuff out to the TARDIS, so. Alright. Now. That goes there, that goes there, that goes, what goes there? Large bogey wheels, number 9. Twos, these are twos. Here they are. These are the 9s. So I grab 2 of these. Great, now I got that stuck in my bloody head. All the frickin' earworms. It starts playing some music in the background to get rid of it. Stop it! Stop it, Max! Stop it! Okay. Now, that one takes a number 3. Having to use, thank God I got this magnifying glass on my desk, magnifying glass on my desk so I can, number 3, that's the 6, that's the 12, that's a 3. Okay. Make sure I didn't see that clearly. Yeah, that's a 3, okay. No. Okay. Apparently, there we go. Now we can use it. Whoa! These things will hopscotch on your heartbeat. And I guarantee if this little piece disappears, I ain't going to be crawling around the floor looking for it. It's the size of a speck of dust. To be honest, I can't believe I haven't lost one yet. Turn the tweezers over. Give that a second to set. We put the roller on. And another little burr. Sneak that off. There we go. Okay. And then a number 6 goes over that. Get that magnifying glass out, look for a number 6. Okay, that's a 6. Thought I'd snip that off. It's still on there. Man, it's really hard to hold this thing where you can trim off the excess. Okay, got it. Look at me. All right, got it on there. Hooray! Where the heck did Steve go?
I'm here.
Oh, you're not saying anything.
Well, I'm too busy being enthralled by your build.
Oh, God. You amuse easily. Alrighty, more wheels, more wheels!
Frank Field says he would have loved to have seen a live stream of you trying to keep the Jupiter 2 sealed up.
Man, what is that phrase from The Christmas Story? My father could worked in profanity the way other men worked in tapestries.
A tapestry of profanity
that still hangs a dark cloud over the Great Lakes today.
It'll be time for that to be on TV soon.
Yeah. Butt kisses dogs. Did you know that Darren McGavin provided his own wardrobe for that?
Yeah. Did you also know that he wasn't the first choice for the father?
I think I did know that.
Believe it or not, the first choice was Jack Nicholson.
Because that made sense to somebody.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a fit, but you know.
But that was
Unless
also
you're-
probably at the height of Nicholson's popularity. I mean, I
Well,
could see him in the
if you're
role.
if you were doing a redo of The Shining in Cleveland, I guess it was okay.
Well, they did hot in Cleveland, yeah, that's something. We're LA 4s, but we're Cleveland 10s, huh?
Yeah.
For some reason, I forget what it was something somebody said. I looked at, of all things, Betty Friedan and Gloria Steinem.
Hmm?
You know, the two second wave feminist matriarchs. And they did not care for each other. But I took one look at Friedan, and I was like, man, she really looks the part of the... I said, yeah. She took her brother to prom. All right, it's coming together. And Dos Moss. Oh, God. I just thought of a terrible joke, but I better not say it.
Didn't say it.
Huh?
No. JM says, before a Christmas story comes WKRP's As God Is My Witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Oh, last nice one. Somebody just recently sent me a Godzilla meme where it's, the goofy Godzilla with the weird look, like the curious look on his face. And he goes, that look you get when you're attacking Cleveland and some idiot starts throwing turkeys out of a helicopter.
That are frozen.
I could have swore turkeys could fly.
They used to have Kolchak on Me TV like about 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday mornings. I don't know if it's still on.
Well, to me, Kolchak and Firefly both share the same fate of great shows that should have been more than one season. I know McGavin didn't like shooting it because, like he said, it was called The Night Stalker for a reason, not The Day Stalker.
The movie was great.
Yep, the movie that started it all. WKRP.
Okay, here's the question. Everybody's talking about WKRP.
Mm-hmm.
Which team are we? Bailey or Jennifer?
I mean, Lonnie Anderson's character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no competition for me. I mean, admittedly, I preferred Marianne to Ginger, but in that one, no, that's no contest.
No, Bailey was pretty.
Well, she was cute, but she wasn't that. I mean, taste is subjective, of course.
Okay, here we see Bailey, Jennifer.
Well, good.
Okay.
More for me. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Bailey. It's a landslide for Bailey.
Let me point something out. I'm talking about purely aesthetics. If you asked who would you rather date, yeah, Bailey, because she, Jennifer, you know what she was. But
you're just talking about having fun.
You're talking about pure aesthetics.
Tam Chadwick says, especially when Bailey popped up wearing one of Johnny Fever's rock band shirts.
And nothing else.
Dario says, she's dead, Max. Bailey's alive.
This is true. Yeah, and that is what they refer to as game, set, match. But we're going back to the 80s here. Uh-oh.
Jennifer would have been too high maintenance.
Oh, no, in the real world, yes. No, I'm just talking about purely aesthetics. I don't remember seeing posters of Bailey at TGNY.
Bailey. Daphne or Velma?
Oh, please. I'm pretty sure that the Velma's batting for the other team. Especially when you see that I haven't watched that recent cartoon they did of her. Apparently it was hard to watch. Daphne all the way. Team Daphne. Oh, I forgot how exciting and monotonous road wheels are to do. The bane of armored vehicles. So, what's the story with Keeler and his Titanic?
It's still there. He's got about 8 things going at the same time. He's working on a brass land speed car. that's
Brass?
going brass. And
Okay.
he sent me pictures of it. It's ridiculously impressive. And it's going to go on the replica of his workshop that is going to be in the relocated National Car Hobby Museum in the Museum of Speed in Oklahoma.
All right. Way to go, Jimbo.
He's doing that. He's doing the Titanic. He's doing he's doing this like 1/8 scale Spirit of America Sonic 1
Whoa!
car.
Thank God that was a wheel and not a hub.
Okay, then how about this? Electra Woman or Dyna Girl?
Electra Woman.
Nebraska, Oklahoma, it's all a place that everybody just flies over.
Fly, that's what it's called, flyover country. Why do you think you never see, national politicians campaigning in certain places? Is because there's, I'm sorry guys, but there's not enough of you here to swing a vote one way or the other. And it's politics. It ain't a
No,
pretty
nobody
game.
ever made a drop tank racer kit. There's been die casts of them, but nobody ever made a plastic kit of them.
Well, there's so many friggin' drop tanks on model airplanes, you can just make one.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I knew somebody would come up with this. Samantha or Jeannie?
Oh, Jeannie.
Sluggo, somebody does a resin kit of that.
Oh, by the way, guys, one thing I didn't have time to put a slide together for. If you're looking at lighting kits and it's something that you maybe already had that didn't come with lights or something, you want something really straightforward. Check out Evan Designs. They do like these pre-made LEDs and stuff for models. A lot for model railroads, but also for model cars and stuff. Headlights, police sirens, things like that. They got a lot of cool stuff there. I'm probably going to buy some stuff from them myself for more basic lighting jobs.
Looks like Jeannie by a landslide.
Oh yeah, I think so. Which is funny because she's not a natural blonde.
No, didn't know that.
I understand she's actually brunette. And apparently she was told by one of the talent agencies, "Sweetie, you're not good enough looking to make it in this business." Yeah.
Hey, she was in Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
You better believe it. She was a one-woman argument for letting women on submarines.
Yeah.
She's also one of the only ones that stayed loyal to the Admiral when everybody was doubting him.
It's true.
I think I told you, I just wanted to get one little scene I wanted to watch from When Worlds Collide. I wound up watching the whole movie. Whoops, dumb shit. Dumb Max, bad Max. Forgot to put the wheels on the other side. This has dual bogies. Whoa.
No, I don't think you're going to see that Dick Trickle Mustang ever again. I think the mold was destroyed.
To make another model, or
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it was just destroyed.
I never understood just destroy. I know Abe Shikes went through at one point and destroyed a bunch of molds of kits he didn't like. I'm like, dude, if nothing else, you could have sold the molds, or that was a
Super PLZ. It's from the original mold. Oh, here we go. Trey Morgan Fairchild. I'm with you, baby.
Yeah, had a big career going there for a while. She actually came to our town. The mayor had dinner with her along with a bunch of other people at some sort of function. And the way they took the photograph, it looked like, and he probably was looking right down her dress.
There you go.
And the title in the paper was, "Don't they make a beautiful pair?" I mean, we all got a chuckle out of that. And he went on to become a U.S. Senator.
Do you have the box? They'd like to see the box art of the tank if you could hold it up
I
to the
do. Okay, let me just angle this up some more. There is the box art. It's the same as the Aurora box art. Type 97 Chiha. And I guess they didn't have any static with the rights on that one. Oops. Okay, let's move this back down here. Okay.
Meanwhile, Monogram destroyed a lot of molds too.
Well, they destroyed the old Aurora molds mainly just to make sure nobody else got them.
They destroyed a bunch of the Revell molds too.
Probably. You know, any molds you leave out there in the wild, you have a chance of competing with at some point.
Okay, here we go. Monica Bellucci or Sophia Loren.
I'm going to go Sophia Loren.
Nope, I'm in with Monica. Team Monica Bellucci. Maria Bartiromo, I guess from The Cable. Looks like a raccoon.
Any of the okay. What was the other one that was Hammer Girls versus what was that other production house that was known for all like cute girls? Hammer Girls versus Bond Girls.
I'll go with Hammer.
Yeah, I think it would too. Something about the whole vampire thing in a nightgown.
Or part of the nightgown at least.
You know why those girls were able to get so many male victims?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, none of them ever fought back or resisted. They can mesmerize you. Oh, dude, trust me. They didn't have to. They had an episode of that 70s show where Eric and Donna are wrestling, and she puts him in a headlock face down in her boobs, and she goes, "I got you, Garrick." I think it was Hyde just goes, "You do know he's not fighting back."
Okay, so Dreamberry says Rim the Ronset. Rim the Ronset or who? This is a competitive channel here.
Well, maybe Pat Benatar.
Emma Peel. Or, oh, here we go. How about Emma Peel, or I should say Diana Rigg, or Carolyn Monroe?
You'll go Diana Rigg.
Yeah. Which 60s Catwoman? There's only one. Julie Newmar.
Julie Newmar. Who made my wife quit making dolls of her.
Debbie Harry or Linda Ronstadt? Linda Ronstadt, by far.
I go Debbie Harry. let's take it down the aesthetics chain. Sissy Spacek or Kim Darby?
Kim Darby. Well, here now we have one about Phyllis Diller or who?
I'll take Godzilla for 1,000.
All right, who had an hour? Who had an hour and 9 minutes?
No, I mentioned Godzilla a while ago. I used to think she was joking. Her husband's name really was Fang.
Yeah.
think he was from Indonesia or somewhere, but
She had a show on TV. It was a 1 year show.
the Phyllis Diller show, I remember.
No, it was called The Pruitts of Southampton.
Oh, I thought there was a Phyllis Diller show for a while.
Well, they changed the name later on. And they played this really rich family that went bankrupt.
Oh, that's
And
like Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, and they had to put on this air that they were still wealthy because it would have caused the stock market to collapse.
Okay. Drop the holes. We're on the floor.
Oh, Susanna Hoffs. Yeah, okay. No SP Boxcar. She did not marry Jerry Brown. She never got married, Linda Ronstadt. Here we go. Phyllis Diller or B. Arthur.
Oh, Lord. I think Phyllis has been a little easier to get along with.
Yeah. B. Arthur was a Marine.
Yes, she was. That's right. During World War II, she served in the United States Marine Corps.
Always watch The Avengers every chance I got because of Diana Rigg says abhorrent ideas. Yeah, that makes all of us.
Ten and 11. This does not make any sense. Backs of these wheels do not make any sense. That does not want to lock into here. Oh. Jesus, that is loud.
Phyllis Diller or Irene Ryan.
Phyllis Diller. My God, Irene Ryan was funny though. I saw her on an award show,
Hmm?
and good God, that woman was skinny. Something ain't right here.
Shaggy Bud says, damn, that's a lot of wheels.
It is, isn't it? I'm on the last two, and they don't want to fit. You see the post here when I put the wheels on.
Sluggo says, okay,
Doesn't line up.
Phyllis Diller, Minnie Pearl, or Mom's Mabley. And Frankfield says, Sluggo, please, I just ate. Okay, Lily Munster or Morticia.
You know, I think I'd go with Lily, actually.
Hmm.
She's a little more shapely. When I put this wheel on,
Yes, Eric wants to know why aren't any of those wheels straight?
well, the bogies actually move. See?
There you go.
Because it's a
Cheryl Ladd-
Japanese tank, that's why.
There you go. Cheryl Ladd or Farrah Fawcett.
I think I'll go Cheryl Ladd. I have to bore this out a little bit.
Chrissy or Janet.
Janet. There we go. Finally snapped into place. With an earth-shattering kaboom.
And this is only one side you did, right?
No, I got the other side mostly done too.
Oh, okay.
I just got to put this wheel on the same drive sprocket on the other side. All right, that side. Come on, that side is done. Now I just got to put this wheel on the other side, and it will be done. Okay, here's one for you. Janet Reno or Bella Abzug. And suicide is not an option.
I was going to say a rope.
They actually did that in White Chicks. All right, Janet Reno or Rosie O'Donnell, and suicide's not an option. You ever see the movie White Chicks?
No.
Oh, God, it's the Wayans brothers' best work. So we went and saw Fantastic Four recently. It was okay. It was a comic book come to life, you know. Pretty cool aesthetic, you know. It was I liked that they didn't try to make it too serious. They kept it a comic book, in other words. Okay. Both sides are done. Da da da. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Next thing. Okay. Put the 4 pieces together. Let's see what goes where. The drive sprocket goes forward. This is the front of the tank. So it goes like this.
Here we go. Scale model. Here we go. Bill Paul says, Janet Reno or Bella Abzug? I'll go with Bella Lugosi.
For those who, I imagine most people have some idea who Bella Abzug was, but for those who don't, I believe she was a New York politician.
Yes, she was. She was a congressperson.
And I'd say she was rough looking as an insult to rough looking people everywhere.
Have her an idea says you can tell we're a bunch of old guys because quite a few of the women we're talking about aren't here anymore.
Oh yeah, man, they have gone to their reward. You're safe. You can breathe now. They won't come after you. I wonder if beautiful men dread being attacked by not beautiful women. I'm trying not to be offensive. Okay. Let's see. And that tab would go here. Okay, I didn't think that was going to hold. Let's see. Man, it really makes you miss those one-piece holes.
Yeah. KLS&C says it's a Japanese tank. It falls apart before even being shot at.
It is a great time saver. Was it Louis Reno said about Rick's, he says, we have an arrangement. He gives me a bill, I tear it up. It is most convenient.
Here we go. Lance Ravel, AOC or a rock? Dreamberry, a rock, which would be smarter, but okay.
I don't know. A loudmouth bartender manages to become a U.S. Congresswoman. I wouldn't underestimate her. Of course, that may be more of a testament to the public school system of New York than anything else, but okay. I have something right here. That goes there. That goes to the rear. The rear tank does hang down like that. And oh. Okay, maybe I got it backwards. Oh, so I did. Alright. I'm going to have to put the bottom on before I can get the sides to bite anywhere. When all else fails, read the instructions.
Okay, here we go. We have the Ahura or Yeoman Rand.
You know, I'm going to go with her. You know, one of the most horrific things they ever said on Star Trek
Was
in the pilot, the original with Captain Pike,
yeah.
where the mind readers have got him and they're back up on the surface, and he goes, you have a choice of potential candidates. This one would give excellent, intelligent offspring. The other one has strong female jibes, and she has often fantasized about mating with you, but never thought it possible. Now she realizes the calculus has changed, and I was like, and the look on that girl's face, and I was kind of like,
Right.
wow, could you, boundaries. And we were like, what do you think would happen if somebody read your mind and started talking about your secret fantasies? I'm kind of like, well, I don't think they can put me in jail for it. All right, I'm going to have to let that harden for a little bit before I can do anything else. So, the turret. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, gun mantlet. Gun. Okay, I probably set something on top of it. And all of my utter confusion. Ah, there it is. Let's see, that part goes down.
Here we go. Jane Curtin or Lorraine Newman.
Jane Curtin.
That ignorant slut.
Jane, you ignorant slut. Well, according to this goes in to the front of the gun mantlet. It doesn't come in behind like most models, so it does not have a pivot point. So, well, 1/48 scale, who cares? So I'm just going to have to glue the gun in. And that just goes on the face of the turret. Pretty straightforward. And the bottom goes on too, so I'm just going to test fit that bottom real quick. That bottom, oh, trim this off. A little bit of flash here. And what do you expect from a 50-plus-year-old mold? I tell you what, guys, if you haven't fallen asleep yet, you're good lads, each and every one of you. Okay, that's how that goes in. I'll just go ahead and put the glue on there. Oh, wow. Hey, the gun just goes over the face of the thing. It doesn't even give that a quick test fit. Yeah, it fits fine. I mean, it's a 148 steel, so that makes perfect sense. Well, okay. Good news, Slick. Now for my encore.
Mrs. Cunningham or Mrs. Brady?
Oh, Florence Henderson.
Oh, here we go. Agent 99 or April Dancer? I'm in with April.
Yeah, I think me too. I always like Barbara Feldon, but a little scrawny.
Sluggo, yes, it was.
Let's see the little part on
Frankfield says, this is riveting. It should be an Emmy nominated.
that. Well, of course it's riveting, because it's a riveted tank. God bless the fast drying glue. All right. Drive sprockets forward. Uh-oh. Coming to our first little issue here with the fit. There's a lot of tension here. Okay, make sure I'm going the right way with it. Yeah, the drive wheel is forward. That is the front of the tank. Hold on. It's time for some liquid motivation.
Yeah, the boys were just saying that.
Ah! All right, lads. I tell you what, let me push it this way. I'm going to push the two ends together, see if I can get it to bow out enough. Whoa! While I knock everything over, I'll just dump the glue all over the place. How about that? You guys would like that, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? That probably would be funny. Even I'd have to laugh at that.
Betty Boop or Jessica Rabbit?
Who?
Betty Boop or Jessica Rabbit?
Oh, Jessica Rabbit. Sorry, Betty. Man, this thing is really authentic. Comes complete with the crappy welds and everything. So I'm just going to have to hold this for a second.
Is Max going to light a torch and anneal the rivets?
Ooh, nice idea. I just breathe on it.
Okay. How about Vampira
Yes.
or Elvira?
Well, screw it, bite me. I'm going with Vampira. I mean, I love Elvira, but you ever see her out of makeup? I mean, she's pretty. Don't get me wrong, Sandra's a pretty girl, you know, but Vampira doesn't age.
Barfield says, interesting. Chinese tank model molded in USA.
Okay, I'm able to get it together, but it is fighting me a little bit. Seems to be my lot in life these days. Okay, I'm just going to have to hold this for a while from 3 different directions to get that thing to stay in place. Well, we are literally watching glue dry. Well, you know, I'm loving this Tamiya quick drying extra thin. It is making this show possible. This tank build is brought to you by Tamim Quick Dry. Oh, sweet. The other side just kind of fell into place. Well, I'd be worried that a few things aren't lined up, but since it's a Japanese tank, it just adds authenticity. Sweet. All right, looky where we're at now. It's starting to look tanky tank. This thing actually has sort of a cupola on it. Let's see, that goes front and back. Whoa! Got it. Let's try that again. Oh, look, even comes with a couple of Arasaka rifles. Oh, with one bayonets, although one of them's broken off. Oop, they're both broken off. One's broken off. Poof, they're both broken off. Let's see. Touch her cover for the back. By the way, there are some figures that come with this. Oh, here we go. That's part number 36. 37, 36. All right. What?
Lance Ravel says Hanoi Jane or Ethel Rosenberg.
Christ. Hand me a grenade. I met her in passing one time, or I should say I was there. I didn't actually meet her and talk to her. Didn't want to, but did come across her one time. Good God, guys. Print some numbers on here so someone can read. $18, $39, it's supposed to be 38.
Okay, so Dario wants to get a pool going. How many parts will Max have left over when it's done?
Not including the figures. Bell hatch is 15. This would go a lot quicker if it was easier to read these numbers. $37.
Garfield says, just wait for the fun when Max puts the treads on it.
I don't think that's going to happen tonight. 18.
Roy wants to know if you're going to sign your work with a nice big gluey thumbprint.
Well, you know, the night is young. We call that mark on our territory, like when a Harley Davidson leaks oil. Just marking my spot. Because I don't think there's any glue on earth that will hold those tracks in place. They're Aurora vinyls, you know how that goes. Bell hatch is 15. $37. There it is, 15. I just love dealing with tiny little freaking parts. And this is a 148. God, can you imagine this is 172? Okay, here's one for you. You can spend the night with Carly Simon, but Mick Jagger watches. Or no, it was Warren Beatty. Which one was the one Carly... Was it Carly Simon did You're So Vain? That was about Warren Beatty.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
She never said, actually. She always kind of was mysterious about that.
Well, she probably didn't want it sued. Muffler shields. Okay, those I saw those. Muffler shields. Interesting. $24 and $23. Let's see. Oh no, 24 and 23 or something else. 22, 26, 21, 20. Man, hitting all around, but not landing on the target. Oh, they go way back there. Okay. 23 goes on that side. I gotta go get the tracks in for that. Put that back in the box. Yeah, it comes with, actually comes with 4 figures. So, only one. 3 of them are infantry support. Okay, let's see. And 30. 29 goes on that side, those are muffler shields. 29. They're curved and face rearward. Oh, that's a tool. Okay. Mufflers. Okay. Something out. Come on, Steve. Supposed to be generating conversation while I'm doing this.
They're just very quiet tonight.
Well, I find that an unsuitable state of affairs.
I guess, I see a lot of Thanksgiving wishes and descriptions of what they're going to be doing.
Well, good stuff, I hope.
Trey's saying deep fried is the best. Steve Jarvis says they'll have 16 at the table at the Possum Lodge. Lance Ravel says he doesn't cook anymore, so he'll be heating a couple of tubs of Hormel Completes turkey dressing.
The only problem with that is when people go, "Oh, this is your best one yet."
Yeah. Brian Tate's like, is Max doing a Thanksgiving Day live stream special?
Wasn't planning on it, but who knows. I am getting a diet vacation during Thanksgiving and Christmas, you know.
Celebrating Vintage Model Kit says, a hungry man's Salisbury steak dinner.
Yeah, I got through college on stuff like that. Trust me, it'll keep you going. Out there, Clark's a gift that keeps on giving. Shut up, Eddie.
Lance Ravel says maybe Bandai can make a styrene kit of a whole turkey dinner. Scale Model Apprentice says his sister makes the best turkey. Don't know how she does it, but it's delicious. She orders in.
Okay, there's oh, there it is right there. Okay, the really big piece I was looking for. I'm like, where's? Oh, there it is. And that's one. There's got to be another one here that this goes on. Yep, there it is, still in the box.
Scale Model Apprentice wants to know, what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish, Max?
Pumpkin pie.
Ooh.
But since my wife is Venezuelan, we don't do a traditional Thanksgiving. I'm not the biggest turkey fan. She made one turkey. This is here's an irony for you. She'd never made one before. She made one turkey. Best frickin' bird I ever had, bar none. All right. And you've never made a turkey before, yet you made the best turkey I've ever had. That is almost cheating. And one of the things she did, since she had no preconceived notions about how a turkey had to be made, was the stuffing. Aside from taking her time and doing some tricks to keep it juicy, because it was also the moistest, most juicy turkey I ever had. The stuffing was full of chorizo.
Ooh.
Bread and chorizo, and I love chorizo. And I was like, if there was such a thing as cheating in the culinary arts, that would be it. I will never, it's kind of sad knowing I've had the best turkey I'm ever going to have in my life. And she won't make one now, but we have pernil, which is a pork.
Well, here we go. Sluggo says spam and pineapple and pork chops and applesauce.
Well, I'm disgusted.
It's like having pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, there are some things that just should not be allowed. I don't care if you like it. Alrighty.
Stuff a turkey with churros. Did you ever watch did you ever see the Mr. Bean Christmas special?
No,
Where
I
he
don't
goes
think
to,
so.
where he goes to stuff his turkey and and he loses his watch in the turkey as he's stuffing it. So he sticks his head in the turkey to see if he can find the watch, and the doorbell rings, and he's got this turkey on his head because it's stuck on his head. And so he makes it to the door, and he opens the door, and it's his girlfriend coming over for Christmas dinner, and she just looks at this man with a turkey on his head and just faints. It's hysterical. Paul Adams, I love pineapple on pizza. Aren't you in New Zealand? Is that where Paul's from?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That explains it.
Well, everybody's got a thing. I'm not sure all these numbers match up. They're ungluing some stuff in the wrong place, or some of these numbers aren't right.
Well, it's a strong possibility the numbers are wrong. That's not the first time that's happened.
That says 37. And I'm not even seeing a 37 on the instruction sheet.
It's a bonus.
36, 38, 39, 35, 32, 31, 33, 34. Yeah, I think they may have mislabeled that one. So that should be 35. Is it the hatch cover? No, I don't think it's the hatch. Yeah, maybe the hatch cover. Well, maybe. No, it's too small. It is not the hatch cover, so what the heck is it? Unless there's no other parts left on the friggin' sprue.
Lance Ravel says 37 is on the turret.
42, baby, answer to the universe. Okay, so apparently this part is a hatch that is too small to cover the hatch. Here are the other hatches. They're half moon shaped, so they're real easy to identify. Okay. There are no other parts on this runner tree, so that's spent.
Lance Ravel says 37 is a little square port that goes on the turret.
Okay, main hurt hatch cover, 35. On the thing, it was 37. So apparently that they did get it wrong. And it's not as big, unless there's only one. It's just not big enough to cover the whole hatch. I mean, here, I'll show you. Let me see where to put it. Okay. Here is the part, and here is the hatch. The part, okay, let's see if I can do this where you guys can see it.
That means it's on the floor.
No, the part is smaller than the hatch. Let me do it this way. And there's only one piece listed, see? Look.
Abe was trying to save a few pennies per kit.
That's a, That is weird. And it's... No, that's got to be something else. Well, I didn't glue any other parts on that. There's nothing glued on here that's hat shaped. There's no more runner tree. Maybe there were supposed to be two of them. The hatch may have two doors like the other one does, but it looks like a side throw over, judging by that hinge. It looks like it's supposed to throw over on the side. And it would be absurd to make a hatch that didn't close all the way. There's nothing left on this runner tree, just a couple of rifles.
There's none on the floor?
There's not even a 37 on the... Let me check to see if there's a 37 number on the runner trees.
Land says it goes on the side of the turret.
Oh, that's where that goes, yes. Well, wait a minute. Okay. Hold on. There's nothing here showing anything going on the side of the turret, okay? There's one that goes on the back, it's already in place, right? And it did number match. But there's two grooves here that do match the grooves in the back of this thing. So, I think they match. Oh yeah. Yeah,
So
that matches.
Says,
You see these two notches?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Eric says Atlantis is going to ask Max to delete this video.
There it is. It fits perfectly. So that is where it goes. So that's where it's going. Which brings up the question where it's not the top hatch because it's too small. Probably for throwing out spent shells. Plus, I have a hatch in the back. Okay, so let me see. That is supposed to be 35. Main turret hatch cover. Let me just look real quick here. Okay. $33. 12. You know, sometimes it's easier to take a photo with your phone and just spread it out. 40, 25. I'm not even seeing that number on the runner trees.
Okay, you got 5 minutes to wrap this up.
Okay. Well, it's nothing I can't make out of a little piece of stock plastic or something. It's not that hard. Okay, let's just...
Yes, Steve Jarvis, it came up early in the live stream.
When I said Godzilla?
Yes.
Despite the tiny scale, this hatch is designed to be able to make open and close. It's actually got a hook on there, so you can... Okay. This was going to get out of hand in a hurry trying to snap this thing in place. Yeah, that is so not going to work.
Take care, friend. Fran, you have a good Thanksgiving also.
Good night, Fran. Got it.
Ryan Tate wants to know, you're putting lights in this?
Yes. It's followed by cotton for the big explosion.
And Abhurrent Ideas says, isn't it the duty of all model kit instruction editors to ensure that there's at least one detail left off to confound the builder?
Mission accomplished. Oh, this one just doesn't want to go even though I've completely uprooted that thing.
Good night, Sluggo. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
All right, so we got. Oh, there, got it. Okay. Place a quick track through here.
2-minute warning.
Just like face off. Last looks, everybody. Yeah, the Marines knocked the tracks out, so. All right. There it is.
Garfield says, I guess it's time to tell you that this kid started out as a Ford Focus.
All right, guys. There's our Japanese Chiha tank. Ready for action. Ready to go fight Godzilla. Which in the Japanese mind is the U.S. Marine Corps. Okay, let's go here and.
Good night, Trey. Have a nice Thanksgiving.
All right, you're back on camera. Let's see.
Hold up the tank to the camera so
I'm
they can
going
see
to.
it.
Let me just. Okay. Oh, God, I got it back to zoom. Hold on, zoom. Add pin. There we go. All right, guys. There is the 148 scale tank. One or two little accoutrements I still need to take care of, but antenna and stuff. But the Marines shot it off. But not a bad little kit. And all right, 9 o'clock. I made it. Dun 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 dun.
Well, I guess happy Thanksgiving to all, and we'll see you guys next week.
And now I have a celebratory cocktail.
Ta-da!
So, put that in the box. Put the rest of this in the box. Guys, I want to thank you for coming out. Everybody said, build another model. Well, you got what you asked for, so you deserve that.
Yeah.
Well, you got what you asked for. All right, I have everything. All right, I got to make one hatch for it. That hatch is just not in the kit, or somehow I got away with it. I don't think so. And this is the Atlantis Cheetah, or Chiha, and kit number A313, 148 scale, Japanese medium tank. All right, Steve, anything else before we go?
Nope, just I hope everybody has a very happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you guys here next week.
guys, again, thanks for coming out. I definitely appreciate it. Hope you had some fun. Hopefully we'll see everybody next week. I've got this thing up on my screen that I can't seem to get rid of. It's a freaking advertisement. Oh,
They're always wonderful.
beautiful. Guys, take care of yourselves. Talk to you later as always. Model on. Okay, hit the button, Max.
That way, when my wife calls and asks, "Where's Ken?" she can say,
He's in deep thought.
exactly.
All right. Hey guys, I found another sprue, but that doesn't go to anything. There's a couple more things that kind of unrelated. My son is at a place called Cavacula, and hey guys, hold on. Found another sprue, but that didn't go to anything. Sorry, had to turn the speaker off. So, switch glasses here. So here, my kid is at a thing called Cavacula. I'm going to put a link in here, and he's the fourth of I think they're it's like a contest, and he's number 4. I think number 2 is playing right now. Let me see if I can find the link to it. But when it's over, everybody votes, and they just text in a number, and to vote for him. Lou, L-U. It's Eduardo, but Eduardo Luis, but he goes by Lou. Let me see if I can find the link here. Let's see. I'll get my phone. Anyway, if you're looking for something to do, you can go over there and. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is this the link? Good Lord. Cavacula Talent. Oh, he's up there now. Let me see.
Maybe I'm just spitting out shit to make my own life easier to deal with. Am I gonna be famous pop star? Will I ever see the northern lights? Baby, can I hold you?
Is this on YouTube or?
Am I gonna be famous pop star?
Oh, here we go.
Will I ever see the northern lights? Baby, can I hold you?
That's not him. Okay, let me see. It's the semifinals. Let me see. Subscribe, share, copy. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in here in the. I don't know if this will. Okay. Okay, there. Whoa! Come back here, mule. There's the link to go to, and when he goes up to play, and I think he's the 4th one. I think they're on number 2 right now. Then anybody that likes the stuff, be kind enough to vote for him. This is somebody else. This is anyway. It's Lou, L-U, and we're gonna, of course, family. We're all gonna listen to him and vote for him. All you do is they give you a number. You just text in the number, and it goes right to them. They'll have the thing at the end. So if anybody wants to do that, appreciate it. See you. Oh. Now I'm going to put this over on the table. Okay. No worries. It's not a big deal. But I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna go ahead and watch him, and family sticks up for family, that kind of thing. But on top of that, he's actually a talented guy. Okay, that can go in the trash. That missing hatch is not there. And roll my little hook back in here. I think I'm gonna build that scissors bridge. So tomorrow, probably work on the stagecoach and try to see if I can get that finished off. I just got to paint the guys and stuff, move a few things down on the diorama. And then back to the Tarhe, CH-54, and its mystery fans. I have to flip on and wait for Scotty to beat me up. Okay. Hold on. If you want Scotty to beat me up, you've got to have one of these. The real deal, baby, with a working Moore dial and Bluetooth into my phone.
Connected.
I used to carry this around in my pocket, and I would, hooked up to my phone to call. And I waited for someone to call me, and then I could just. And buttons light up and everything. It's very 1960s. You gotta admit. Okay, Lou is next. I'm watching my other channel. It's Cavacula. And let's see what's going
Let's
on.
take a break, go to some commercials on the stream, and get another drink.
I don't know if I can type this in or not. Let's see. What the heck? Give it a shot.
Bakery that can do it all.
Plus, capture window. Okay. Nah, oh, there it is.
From cakes to
Son of a gun.
cheesecakes to
I
cookies
cannot
and
believe
pies.
that worked. Let me see if I can maximize this bad boy.
And yes, even coffee and espresso.
Okay, now I can't get back to my live
When
stream.
you're needing more sweets, visit Needing More Sweets.
I think you need something sweet, so stop by and say hi at Needed More Sweets Bakery.
What am I doing here?
Nestled in the Nova Shops shopping center. A bakery that can do it all.
Live streaming? A live stream inside a live stream. That's like fourth wall break times 3. That's like 12 wall breaks. And oh, I see. It's okay. So then let's.
And yes, even coffee and espresso.
Transform fit to screen.
When you're needing more sweets, visit Needing More Sweets.
Castle model. I mean to. I'm not sure. It depends on when you emailed it.
I think you need something sweet, so stop by and say hi at Needed More Sweets Bakery.
Yeah, not the red butt. Okay, let me see if I can fix this. Okay.
Right next door to Cavacula.
Anyway, that's Cavacula. Lou is up next.
keeping your furry friend fluffy and fresh. If you forget everything
Okay, let's
else,
try this again.
remember, Susie loves pups.
Lucky number 7, you're amazing. All right, let's see if Lou's ready to go up there. It's going to be a lot easier if you guys just go ahead and link into. You can just type in on YouTube Cavacula, Kava space Kula, and it'll bring up the talent show that they're doing. Trying to do this is creating a bit of a mess here. It's also bogging down the computer, so. They run these commercials because they're trying to get the next, they're trying to get that to do a setup between the two. And well, anyway, guys, appreciate it. They'll put up links in there, and Lou is next. So I don't know if they may hold the voting till the end though. So yeah, that's something you feel like doing. We appreciate it, and give kids some support. All right, well, I guess that wraps it for the night. It's the after show. Appreciate you guys coming out. It means a lot. Take care of yourself.